Okay, like I say, right, when they was asking for $10 to feed children. Now what I'm saying is when my opponent took $1.2 million from me, right, I could have still fed my children, right, if they'd have gave me the food, because it was food available, right? This is what I'm trying to tell you all. In an economy that's built on monetary provisions, right, then how can you get earthly provisions without the monetary gain? See what I'm saying? So that's why you need a job, right, to get the money, not to get the provisions. See? Now what I'm saying is me having to work, right, for the money, right, to then provide for my family. When the post office took my job the first time, I still had a house, cars, and I realized, man, the money is coming from the job, but I need to make my life be able to afford my luxuries. See, once they took the job the first time, it opened my eyes to how vulnerable I was and how weak my economy is. See what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm trying to tell my brother. I'm saying, well, man, if I can't tell you why, then how would you know how? See, you want to just know what you want to know, but I'm saying, well, then you going to figure out the why, and then that's when you want me to tell you I knew the why? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I don't understand. It's like you want to be smarter than me, but you ask me a question. Well, I'm saying, well, won't you tell me? But then why don't you show me, right? Like, you ain't showing me success, but I've shown you success. And then I went through court and proved that I was successful. So what is your argument? See, that's what I don't understand, because I was taught that the cream rises to the top, but I wasn't taught about the hate on the way to the top. See, I had to see that myself, and it was familiar faces. See, that's what I was trying to tell that young dude. See, if you the cream and you got to rise to the top, then you got to come from the bottom. So as you rising, you see all of the hate, man, right? You see it. So now you're trying to just show the child that you the young version of this old hate, right? So if you don't come now and understand that whatever happened yesterday, you survived it, right? But if you don't use your energy now to make that go away, like what I mean by is work away from that, don't work on that. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I would have tried to become the best in what I learned to be the best in, then my enemy now will have power, because I wasn't protected. You see what I'm saying? So what I had to do was I had to protect my growth, right? So I can use my mind to protect my finances, right? Now, once I did that, then my mind became valuable. See what I'm saying? To the process of how I got the money. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to tell my brother. I'm saying, well, what about the process? You want me to tell you this, but you don't want me to tell you what I saw after this. But you want to say I did something wrong. And I'm saying, well, if you don't even know what I'm doing, how you know what I did? See what I'm saying? And that's what I'm telling these kids about the cream, right? See, well, now first, the person who think they the cream and who think they at the top, well, they gonna be mad with you when you get to their level. See, because they think that they on the top floor. They just on the top floor of their understanding. But see, when the game make a shift, see, then you just rise into the occasion. So what happened when the cream that's on the bottom chilling, right, is then poked? Now, once you poke the cream, well, wouldn't the turbulence from your poke make the cream rise? See, it's not the cream. The thing about it, if the cream is on the bottom, well, if the cream got to rise to the top, what happened to make the cream rise? See, that's what I was trying to explain to the young dude. See, they said, well, man, you speaking in parables. I'm saying, well, that's what Jesus did. You ain't Jesus. I'm saying, but I understand why he did it, right? If you ain't never heard something before, how can you understand something you ain't never heard before, right? So if you in the game and I think you a hustler, well, why would I talk to you about the Bible and you a hustler? So I try to talk to you in your game, right? And say, well, look, this right here to let you know I'm not a lame. I understand what you talking about. I understand how you moving, but I'm saying I ain't want to move like that because of this right here. Oh man, man. See, so it's like, but you talking about I can't talk to you, but you don't know my life. You ain't never lived a righteous life. You ain't, because if you did, you would know the value of it. See, I done lived your life. That's why I know ain't no value in it. See, if at the end of whatever you doing, you got to run, then what man you are, if you got to run. So you know you not building yourself. You see what I'm saying? Because if you was building yourself, then you would be prepared to defend yourself. See? But if you know that what you doing has no defense, then you know that what you doing is not building, it's destroying, right? But if any man work for something, then that man building something. And if a man is building something, then he know the foundation that is built on. See what I'm saying? So I was trying to show my brother that when I built my house, it had to have a foundation. So my knowledge has a foundation. My financial structure has a foundation. I can't teach you without the foundation how to building this economic empire that I'm building. How is it going to stand if I don't teach the curriculum? But see, if you round a bunch of hecklers, see, that think they know, and you saying, well, brother, if our ancestors were denied the right to read and write, what you think you know? When I read a book. Well, it wasn't written by our ancestors. If they wasn't able to read and write, what book you read they wrote? See, but you read a book somebody else wrote, but when I'm telling you about the 100 books I wrote, you don't want to read them. But you my brother. See, that's what I'm saying. But then you want me to tell you something that I done wrote in 100 books. I'm saying, so you want me to tell you one book out of 100 books. You just want me to tell you about one? I mean, come on, man. If somebody wrote 100 books, how would I think this person crazy? And how many books did you write? Right? But now you saying that I think I'm more valuable than you, and I'm saying, well, I got 100 books to show my mental value, my mental worth, and I can turn it into whatever currency this world has to offer. And that the Bible say that these books is worth more than gold and silver. So how much you worth? Because my books is worth more than gold and silver. I can take gold for this knowledge, because if the world knew about it, they'll give up the gold. That's what the Israelites did. But see, Aaron, instead of giving them the knowledge that God told him when he made him a prophet to Moses, he fell victim to them and made a golden calf out of their worth. See? But what I'm telling y'all is I don't need your gold, I don't need your silver, I need your understanding. And then I need you to then go back and let's feed our bodies by using our skills. See, if you standing on the street corner begging, why you can't be out in the fields pulling and growing fruits and vegetables? See, why you wasting the time begging when you could be on somebody's farm providing provisions? See, because you think a farmer don't need that help. If you gonna get up every day and beg, why don't you get up every day and produce something? But if nobody's giving you the opportunity, then I guess you can't do nothing but lean on the charity of others.